Hi Aquarius, welcome to your message you need to hear. Everything you need to know about this reading is in the description box below. This also is the message they need you to hear about your situation with them, whoever they or them is or are. So everything you need to know about this reading is in the description box below, as well as the recommend a reader shout out link, which goes to Intuitive Astrology and Tarot by Annette. Love and support to her. Check her out. Show her some love and support if you like what she has to say. This is intended to be a romantic love reading, but it may resonate in other areas of your life. All right, Aquarius, what do we got? What is the message they need you to hear, or that you need to hear from them? All right, we got the Wheel of Fortune there. Hold on a minute. Hierophant, that could be Taurus. Ace of Wands, Three of Cups. Let's do this. There. Hanged Man, that could be Pisces. This could be Sagittarius, King of Wands, Sagittarius. Five of Swords. All right. What is this doing here? Okay. All right, let me get the little guys here. Five of Swords. Okay. This just flew out. Six of Swords. Interesting. Getting some distance from an emotional situation. Seeing things clearly. Getting some perspective. Okay. I got reconciliation here. What's going on? Are you two going back and forth about whether you should get back together or not? Things are up in the air? What's this Ace of Wands about? Page of Wands. Okay. So is this about you two kind of earning your way back to each other? What's this Three of Cups about? Three of Cups. Aquarius. King of Wands. Could be Sagittarius. Wow. Are we reconciling here? What's going on? What's this King of Wands about? Seven of Swords. This is Hanged Man. Oh, okay, they're going to let you do all the work, Aquarius. Really? Eight of Pentacles. What's this Five of Swords? Hanged Man. Could be Pisces, Sagittarius, Taurus. Are you moving? I'm trying to, it's like you're zigzagging on me. What is going on here? Why the movement? Why, what's this Hierophant about? Okay, so can't tell if it's you or somebody else that got a renewed interest in. I think we've got some involvement with a Sagittarius here, and this is someone coming back in, and it's like they're trying to be a lot more careful this time. This is someone that's showing back up. It's got a different plan of action. And I think this is about you going, all right, let me see what you got. Wow me. Convince me. Not disrespectfully so, because you do care about this person, but it's almost like they're got some tricks up their sleeve that they have yet to reveal. They've got some plans here, and this is, I think it could go either way for you. It's almost like you're just kind of sitting back and watching and waiting to see how this person behaves. And I think this is somebody who's wants you to know that they're working on things, that they're trying to improve, because they do want a reconnection with you, Aquarius. This is somebody that wants to, they want things to be light and happy again. They want things to be the way they were when you first got together. They want that passion back, that interest back, where everything was just passionate and adventurous and impulsive and spontaneous. And, you know, because somewhere along the way that got weird and it got warped. And so I think this is someone who they kind of like that high to things. They kind of like that ability to wow and to kind of shock and to make things happen and all that. And they kind of like that. But I think they also realize, okay, there's that downtime side to it too. Like there's a lot of downtime in, you know, partnerships and whatnot. I can't always be riding high on this, you know, this Wands energy. It's got to be some, you know, foundational building time too, instead of just always going and doing. And there's that downtime. And I think they've been uncomfortable. This is a person who is uncomfortable with that doesn't do that side very well. So this is someone who's going to be working on that part of themselves, but I don't think they want you to know that or see that. I think that's something they want to do in private. But this is someone that's going to be trying to improve things, because they realize that they're kind of the reason why you two go like this. Why you get back together and then you float apart and you get back together. It's largely because of their actions. So this is someone that it might look like they kind of just breezed back into your life, but it's actually quite coordinated. And so it's like they want to do in tandem. They want to have the connection still with you, however light and fun and whatnot, and still work on themselves and still have this going on over here. This person feels very busy. Very busy. So, yeah. Okay. I don't know. I can't tell if you're the person that they're coming in and wanting to reconnect with, or if they've actually met somebody else and they're wanting to start there while they're closing out with you. So if it's you, because I feel there's this part of them that is trying to keep it however light. They want to keep it light and fun, but why there's this plan and there's this kind of strategy with you, or is it they're actually online checking out other people, they're dealing with other people? Like, what's going on? It's this Ace of Wands for Aquarius. This Ace of Wands. Knight of Cups, that could be Scorpio. What's this Three of Cups? Six of Pentacles. And what is this King of Wands? This King of Wands. Nine of Pentacles. This is Hangman. Queen of Cups. So we've got someone that I think they're wanting to work on I worry that they're trying to change for your benefit. I worry that they're making an effort at doing this as a new approach, because I think they know that stability appeals to you, or that at least things calming down and, you know, what are we working with appeals to you, instead of just things being kind of fun and spontaneous and adventurous, because there's a lot of drama with that too, at least with this person. It's like they bring the fun and the drama, so you need the other. And is it that they're trying to work on that, but they don't want you to know that? Or is it they've got this kind of this feels strategic to me. It feels like somebody's kind of got a plan and that this is about a new approach. But I don't know. It doesn't feel like it's going to stick for them. It feels like they'll get bored with the work. They'll get bored with the day-to-day plotting of self-improvement. Because this kind of is for your benefit or enticement. Like this is a way to kind of have you to reconnect. So is there manipulation? Yes. What's this Five of Swords about? This Five of Swords. Justice. All right, that could be Libra. The thing is, this feels like somebody doesn't like the dust settling, and they just want to, they have a particular affinity for you, and they keep coming back. And this is somebody that they re-enter your life very casually. It's a renewed interest. It's a lot of fun at first, but it's going to run out of steam, and you're going to run into the same drama with them, because this is someone that is, their interest for you never waned. What they'd want you to know, right? What the message you need to hear is that this person is trying to figure out how to do the right thing, how to settle down. You can't figure that out. It simply might not be in their nature. This is a very dynamic, intense person, male or female. A lot of fun, a lot of intensity, a lot of passion and whatnot, but they're always working on something. Everything is always a work in progress. They're not the most stable. They're very dynamic about things. They're very high. Highs are really high and a lot of fun, but the lows are really low. There's not a lot of middle ground with this type of person. And it just feels like this isn't going to have this part over here is going to be really great, but this part right here, here, and here is going to be really lacking. And it's not that you're picking up the slack, because you're not that connected. Like you kind of held yourself in reserve. And it's almost like, okay, wow me, show me what you got, because here they come again, and you're just sitting there going, oh, okay, it's you again, hi, and they're gonna go over here, and they're gonna go over here, and they're gonna do this, and are you impressed with me? Are you impressed with me? What do you think of me? What do you think of me? And you're just like, I'm still waiting for 3 months from now what this is gonna look like. So let's just take it day by day, and and I don't think they have the patience for that. I think they want to. But I think this is someone who likes the idea of things and likes the idea of working on things. But when it comes down to doing actual work, they start to short circuit, because it's just simply very boring and very calm, and they can't handle the stillness and the silence. And it could very well be that it's just not their speed. They're not into this. Could just be that someone's not into settling down. That's fine. But it seems like there's this need to keep everything up in the air. This keep all the plates juggling in the air. This is somebody that doesn't want to settle down, even for themselves. It's like they don't like the quiet time. They don't like quiet moments of those times where, those periods in life where you go through where you're like, well, this is just kind of one of those times where I'm like, I just need to be by myself for a while, or this is just, I just got to take care of a few things first. Things like that, like the maintenance side of life. That's what it is, the maintenance side of life. Personal and even in relationships. This is someone that doesn't like that. They don't like it. What's this Hierophant about? Ace of Swords. Yep. Show me what you got. Let me see what I'm dealing with. I want to cut through all the BS. I need to know what's really going on here. And I think you're holding yourself in reserve, and you're like, I'm not sold either way. Like, you care for this person, but it's a very practical approach. And this is just someone that they keep coming back. And they can't sustain the practical side of the relationship. That's what's really difficult for them. And this is about you recognizing, I'm sorry to say, But this is about you recognizing that this is probably going to always be this way with this personality, this type of person, that it's always going to be this really dynamic, intense, fun ride. But then this is someone that can't, and when I say they can't settle down, it's like it's, because settling down is when the drama starts. When you two are out having fun and going here and doing that, it's a lot of fun. But the day-to-day is where the drama starts for them. They can't, for some reason, it's like that, that's like the kiss of death for them. They cannot do the day-to-day. They don't like the quiet moments. They don't like the maintenance of their life or a relationship. That's where they start to break down and fall apart and the wheels come off. It's like that's when the drama happens. They're forgetful. They're scattered. They're at their best in the thick of things, and night out, like a great date, this and that, whatever. But when in the quiet day-to-day, like the Sunday morning, when you're getting ready for the work week or just whatever, that's when this person's like, oh my God, I'm going to climb out of my skin. I can't handle how boring it is right now. Or just, ooh. Yeah, how many times can I say that? Okay, all right. Could be dealing with, let's see, Scorpio, Libra, Cancerian, Sagittarius, Pisces, Taurus. This feels like they've just reached out and contacted you again. And this is somebody that you are very important to them. And it feels like they've just kind of shown back up again and wanting to see what's going to come of this. And they didn't just show back up, though, did they? It's strategic. This is how they do. And I think you care for them too, but I think you're wise enough to know that it's just not going to go past a certain point because you know how they are. And this is about recognizing that you two are, I hate to say it, Aquarius, but for the Aquarians that I'm reading for, this is about you not involving yourself with this person for a while. Because you need to have balance restored in your own life. This person is a lot of fun, but a lot of drama. And this is about you needing to get some distance from that and realizing that things are as they should be right now. So I know you might be taking a passive stance and just kind of like, okay, well, let me see what you got. But please do not get emotionally involved again, if at all, because this is not someone that you can go there with. They're going to peter out. They're going to start to short circuit after a little bit. They like when things are busy and chaotic. When it's not, they start to have an issue with things being boring, or I can't take this. I got to leave. Okay, all right. And maybe you're used to, maybe that's why this Wheel of Fortune's here, and and the Five of Swords and we got the Hangman twice here, because you know when to let go, you know when to disengage, because you know what's coming. Maybe you see things clearly though, so it's like they really want, it's almost like this is somebody that is forever wanting to do things, that things are always going to be a work in progress. And to some degree that's true, but there has to be markers along the way and milestones. You can't keep building on what ifs and I really want tos and things like that. Like there has to be like, okay, a starting point, and then there has to be like benchmarks, markers along the way to where we've reached this goal, or this is someone that's grown in this area. And I only say that because this person has a great ability to see what needs to be worked on, or to tell you what you want to hear as far as, I'm going to work on that, or how about I do this or whatever, but it never happens. They simply can't sustain the effort to accomplish that. Probably in business, they're really good, really efficient, really effective, really dynamic, but in their personal life, and that's why they're so good in business, is because they get the job done. But when it comes to relationships, they kind of fall short. They can't do the introspection. They can dominate socially and in the workplace, but what else for Aquarius? 10 of Pentacles. This is about stability and security and things having run their course. This is this is things having run their course, and this is how they're going to stay. So this is someone that this is going to have this, the issues that they have are not going to get resolved. It's just going to be that's going to be the normal, is them constantly having these things that they're trying to not deal with. Not wanting to deal with relationship issues or issues about themselves. Their reflection only goes so far. They don't want to, they like the idea of working on things, but the work is daunting for them. They'd rather just have, have a drink and solve all the world's problems rather than actually do it. I should say talk about solving all the world's problems and everything. It'll be better tomorrow. Well, tomorrow never comes. Because then it's like, okay, remember you said yesterday we're going to do this? Okay, yeah, I know. But how about we do this first? And then it gets pushed the next day. And then, oh gosh, why are you still stuck on that? You know what I mean? It's like that. So that's for Aquarius. Mischief and play. This is trick or treat. That's the thing. This person, what I've been saying is they're a lot of fun. They're very dynamic. They're very, they're great for a party. They're great for a road trip, that type of thing. But when it comes to the day-to-day, that is their day-to-day. And whereas you see that as one side of life, that is their life. This is someone that kind of lives in the fast lane or they're very comfortable with things constantly in flux and swirling. Yeah. Everything's negotiable, always. What else for Aquarius? What's for Aquarius? That's for Aquarius. Okay, so we got the Wheel of Fortune again, and we've got the Seven of Cups. Speaking of an ending, because things were just too chaotic, things were just up in the air, there was just too much confusion, too much busyness, and too many choices, and yet not knowing which one. Things have ended, but it could go this way, it could go this way, but that's going to be the constant, though. That's going to be the norm. It's always going to be like that with this person. And if you're prepared to accept that, and if you don't mind that, it's fine. They could handle that side of the life, and you can handle the other side of the life, the relationship together, whatnot. But it looks like each time, it feels like each time you're disengaging more and more from this person, and you're not taking them as seriously as they would like, and they keep coming back because they want the validation and the connection from you, but they don't realize, or maybe they do, that you're taking them less and less seriously because they can't do the maintenance. They can't do the foundational stuff in the relationship. It can't always be about the fun and the passion and the spontaneity and whatnot. Perhaps you have it in perspective and you're like, okay, I just know that it's always going to be this way with this person. But I don't think they know that you know that. I think that they think they're going to win this one, or I think they think that they've discovered a new approach to kind of get back in there. And you're just like, I see what you're doing. I know what you're doing. I can see this very clearly. You're not getting past a certain point with me. And it's because of their, yeah, you know why. All right. Aquarius, I hope this was helpful. I don't mean to pick on your person. I feel like it bothers me because I feel like part of it's manipulative. I feel like they say certain things or they do certain things to get their foot back in the door. And then it's basically just a new approach to kind of get you two back together and talking again. And I think you've got this pretty well figured out, that it's just not going to go past a certain point with you. Maybe they need to hear that, but because I think they think that this is another chance. And it's like, is it? Is it? They're just, you know, perhaps I need to hear that from you, that, look, this is as good as it's ever going to be with me. Because, but then what do you want to say? You don't want to be mean and be like, because I know you're not stable. There's something not right and I don't like it this way, but you're a lot of fun. No, well, I don't know, maybe some of you have said that, but it's like, that's basically what you'd say to this person. It's like, there's certain things I'm not compatible with. And yet it's almost like, well, if I fix that, then could we? And it's ugh. Someone wanting to do what they're supposed to do, to be able to be the person that you want them to be, or they think they need to be able to be with you, but they can't be that way. And there's a lot of fun things about them and a lot of good and but to try and be somebody you're not, just to get someone to finally commit to you, or to, it's like they're not. And the thing is that you see right through it, but they think they're managing your impression of them, and it's like this it's just getting really twisted and convoluted. They can't fix your perspective. They can't manage it. They can't fix what's not broken. Your perspective of them, it's not broken. There's nothing wrong with the way you see this. You've got it pretty figured out, and yet they're trying to convince you to see it the other way, or they're trying to manage that, and they're trying to shift your perspective. No, it is what it is. We have a lot of fun when we're together, but it's nothing I can think of as stable or that I'm willing to commit to, because about every 3 months you get weird about things. And I got, you know, maybe you got kids I got to worry about. I can't be missing that much work, or I can't be chasing you over half the country, or, you know what I mean? It's just, I can't handle the zzz. And I feel like they keep trying to renegotiate that. All right, shutting up. I hope this was helpful. Oh my God, half hour. And I hope to see you in the next reading, Aquarius. This is someone that would want you to know that they want to work on things, because at the end of the day, they don't get very far from you and then they come running back. But it's just not something they can sustain. They're trying, but they're always going to be trying. You probably already know that. Okay. I hope to see you in the next reading. You take care. You take care. Thank you for stopping by.